Give it up for the Tommy Lee of Staten Island, everybody. Wow. Okay. He's banging on those skins and hung like a horse. Isn't that great? Yeah. I haven't spent a lot of time on Staten Island, honestly, in my life, but I have a friend, an old colleague, who taught me some Staten Island vocabulary. Things like, hey, you kiss your mother with that mouth? So I'm looking forward to using that. If there's an occasion, maybe there will be. I'm familiar with New York though, because I went to NYU, Fresh Kills campus. Yeah, at the landfill. And I arrived. I'm going to date myself, but I arrived in the early '80s, and it was right in the middle of the punk scene. And I was just a kid from Maryland, so I was kind of shocked. The purple hair, the spikes, the mohawks, the safety pins to the nose, and that was just the professors. So it was a little intimidating. So I'm this naive kid. I try to fit in. I tried to put a safety pin through this nose, but I couldn't find a big enough safety pin, because that's, yeah. So I probably don't have to tell you I'm a Jew, right, because of the nose. And I'm down with my identity. Like when I turned 50, I joined a Jewish biker gang. Got a motorcycle, joined a Jewish biker gang. And we didn't look super tough, but if anyone tried to mess with us, we would shank them with a matzah. It's like, you want a piece of this dry-ass cracker? Well, do you? Because I could literally break you off a piece. Yeah. So I'm kind of a late bloomer in life. Like I got my bike when I was 50. I didn't get into comedy till later in my 50s. And y'all, I didn't get bar mitzvah till I was 46. Yeah, 46. That's old. And getting bar mitzvah when you're 46 is kind of like, I don't know, losing your virginity when you're 46. Like, you're like, I wish I'd done this a lot sooner with a lot fewer grown-ups watching. You know what I mean? And it's different when you're middle-aged and you get bar mitzvah. Like my Torah portion, my Bible portion, was from the book of colonoscopy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, chapter 45, verse, and every 3 years after. When I was done, the rabbi's like, good job, Walter, mazel tov. You, son, are a man now. I am? Okay. Cool, Rabbi, because it was weird being a 46-year-old boy with a bad back and sagging balls. That was weird. And if you think it's late that I got bar mitzvahed at 46, do you all know what a bris is? Yeah, the ritual that Jewish boys get. I didn't get that till Tuesday. I'm so sorry. Does anyone have ointment for me? Ointment's a middle-aged word, isn't it? It's so middle-aged. So I am middle-aged, but my parents still treat me like a freaking child. Y'all feel me? Like you think you're gonna grow out of that? You don't. My mom calls me 7 times a day to check up on me. 7 times, right? And I love her, and I wanna talk to her, but now when she calls, my smartphone says, scam likely. Thanks, Mom. Dad wasn't much better when I got that motorcycle. Guy calls me up. I'm 50. Calls me up and goes, Walt, your mother and I have been talking it over, and we're against your riding that bike, son. But we also think you're old enough now to make your own decision. Old enough to make my own decision? Dude, I'm old enough for estate planning. What are you talking? Like, we just bought 2 cemetery plots on Staten Island, dude. But I decided to take the high road, and I thank my dad for respecting my, maturity and independence, and I asked him for $50 for gas, which he gave me. Thank you, Dad. And I'm going to get out of here on this. I'm an empty nester now. My wife and I, the youngest, flew off to college in the fall, and that was sad. But sadness turned to something else when we were cleaning out her room. And we found out that the baby bird that flew the nest had hidden enough alcohol to kill Zac Efron, okay? And half a bottle of Xanax. So what do you do, as progressive parents? Well, we called her over, we sat her down, we had a talk about honesty and trust and I'm kind of messing with you. We did tequila shots all night and split the Xanax. It was the best night ever! That's me. Thank you.
Wow, that was some act, huh?